Hello, everyone. This is Johnson Kirago. I work with Partners in Food Solutions as the regional program manager for East Africa, based out of Nairobi. I just wanted to give our corporate partners, the PFS community, and our volunteers a quick update of the coronavirus situation in Kenya and what we're doing to cope with that. So in Kenya, the first case was confirmed on the 13th of March. So it's been about 17 days, less than 3 weeks. And up to now, to today, we have 50 confirmed cases and 1 death. The government reckons that most of the cases that started in the country were what they call imported cases. These are people who had traveled from other countries into the country. But as of today, we are experiencing what is being described as community infections. That means the disease now has started being passed from people inside the country. And as a result of that, the government has put in place some measures. There is a partial lockdown in the country as of last week, Wednesday, like a couple of days back. The government stopped all passenger flights into the country. That means nobody can come into the country. And just before that, suspension of flights into the country, Kenyans who are out there and international workers who are out there were given an opportunity to return back home. And we got over 2,000 people who returned during that period. And all these people are at a mandatory quarantine in government facilities or government set aside facilities, and these people are undergoing coronavirus testing, and that is one of the contributions to the rise in numbers. And we think by the time they finish testing all the 2,000 or so people, we'll have a better idea of where this is going. In addition to that, we've had measures by the government to ensure social distancing, for example, reducing the number of people who can be in a certain facility, and certainly that will affect the clients that we work with. If they say, for example, a minimum of 1 meter between one person and the other, and with a certain facility, size of facility that a client would have, then definitely they will have to reduce the number of people that are working with them, and that will affect the production by the people we work with. The transport system as well has been affected, reducing the number of people who can be in the public transport systems, be it in the trains, be it in the buses, and so on and so forth. So the movement of people has been significantly affected. And the other thing that happened just last Friday was to introduce a curfew from 7 p.m. Each day to 5 a.m. But the food processors who are viewed as essential services providers have been exempted. But even with that exemption, we still expect there to be some effects in terms of when the staff can be able to get to the facilities, the processing facilities and stuff like that. So the way that this has affected the clients that we work with, some of them have been forced to close shop completely. We got a number of clients who have suspended their operations, and we got others that have reduced their production by up to 80%. But we have a few actually who have increased production, and the increase in production is mainly for the basic commodities, especially the main staple foods. The millers and the dairy folks who do liquid milk and stuff like that have increased their production. We don't expect this to go on for long. There's a spike in sort of stocking by a lot of grocery stores. We expect this to continue for a week or so, and after that, there are chances that these processors will also reduce their volumes of production. So with all this, as PFS, we're doing the best that we can to support the clients and ensure business as usual, although things are not the way they have always been. So our operations have changed. For the last 3 weeks, all the PFS staff in country have been working from home. And thanks for PFS for doing that. And this is one of the other things that the government is also encouraging to reduce, the contact between different people. So everybody who can be able to work from home are working from home. We have also, suspended any meetings with the clients. So we are not visiting the client facilities for meetings. But the other thing that we're making sure that we do is to be in touch with the clients on a daily basis. We contact our clients to learn how they're doing and find new ways of supporting them. And with the PFS headquarters, we have developed new ways of supporting the clients. One is for the PFS staff on the ground in the country to step in and be on the course when the clients are not available, and then update them, update the clients once the calls are done. The other thing is sharing best practices, and we must most sincerely thank our 6 corporate partners. We have had a lot of very helpful information that we have adapted and shared with the clients. We are also, very thankful to the volunteer experts. A lot of them have been available, even at these difficult times. So sometimes you're jumping onto calls with the volunteer experts, even without the presence of the clients or representatives from the clients. So going forward, we're having very frequent meetings as a team, as a PFS team on the ground, every other day to be precise. And that way we sort of looking at how is the situation evolving in the country and how do we adapt to this. I've mentioned about development of materials that can be shared with the clients to help them cope with certain things. So there are a couple of thematic areas that the team has come up with, and we'll be looking at tapping into the expertise of different volunteer experts to feed into these thematic areas, to prepare topical communications that can be proactively shared, either shared proactively with our clients or adapted on a need basis and shared on a need basis. We're also looking at, PFS is looking at putting together quick response teams. So as the different clients get questions on topical issues, can we get a team of experts which can respond and give them advice on some of these things? We're also looking at expert questions. There will be needs by the different clients as we move along, as the situations change. How do clients deal with financial crunches? How do clients deal with navigating through challenges in supply chains and stuff like that? So there will be definitely opportunities for volunteer experts to come in and support the situation as things evolve. And as a PFS on the ground, we committed to supporting the clients as much as we can. We committed to giving our volunteer experts and our corporate partners updates as things unfold, and we're sure that we'll get through this together. And I must say, as I said at the beginning, we're very, very appreciative of the support from all the volunteers. We're very, very appreciative of the support from the PFS partners. So thank you very much, and looking forward to moving through this together.